Hi, Ryan here, and welcome to another episode, and it's another WWE episode. This time, we're going to be opening these two awesome Elite Mattel WWE figures, Bret The Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation, one of the most iconic and awesome tag teams of all time in wrestling. And I'd be honest, I cannot wait to open these. I've had them for like 2 weeks, just sitting underneath my desk waiting to open them because there's other bits and pieces that we've been doing. But it was not long after I got this Ultimate Warrior and the Honky Tonk Man in a SummerSlam battle pack. It was the first Mattel WWE figures I'd purchased, and they were just so cool. The reason I bought them is because when I was a kid, I had all of the Hasbro WWE figures, and I loved them, still do. You may have seen them in my other videos. And when I saw this, I thought, crikey, cool. I love it. I'm going to have to try it out. And although this is just a basic figure, it's awesome. It's amazing. And I said, I'm going to get as many classic WWE superstars as possible in the Mattel line. And when I saw these, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, recently in a toy shop called The Entertainer, reduced from £22 to £11 each, I thought, why not? Let's just go for it. Let's grab them. Everything about these figures looks awesome. From the tag team championship belts they come with, to the sunglasses each figure comes with, they just rock. So let's do it. Let's get them open. I'm probably not going to keep the packaging on them. There's a part of me that says, yeah, let's just keep them in the box. But there's a bigger part of me that says, I want to get them out and play with them. I did think about maybe preserving the box and putting them back in it after I'd opened the figures. But I thought, let's be real, if I'm collecting loads of these, they're just going to take up tons and tons of room. So what I am going to do is very carefully, and you must be very careful if ever using anything like this as well, you know, is a craft knife. I'm going to use this to cut the tape on the back, and what I might do is cut out and keep the backing cards for the figures, because you can kind of, if you keep the backing card, you can cut it out and you can keep it somewhere flat and it won't take up very much room at all. But I'm just going to go round and carefully cut anywhere where there's tape. Now, I've never opened these figures before. It's the first time I've had WWE Elite figures, so I don't know. There might be bits that I need to tear, but I'm going to try and just keep it easy, cutting through tape. I think that's it. I think that's just the 4 bits of tape there. Did I get the one on the bottom? I think I did, but let's just double check. Yeah, that's done. Let's get that out of the way. Put the top safely back on that. Let's see if I can't just ping this open now. There we go. There's that. So it's already torn. To be fair, the box is already slightly damaged when I got it, but I am going to probably just cut the back off. See the classic WWE logo there on the side. Very cool. Very, very cool. The packaging's pretty good actually on these, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the side here looks really cool. Yeah, decent box there. The face sculpt on Jim, I think, is cool. It looks a little weird. His goatee is perfect. His face looks a little weird. We'll see what he looks like with the glasses on though, because although I say it looks a little weird, it is a pretty accurate sculpt. His hair's good. It's got a really good fade on it. Now, I know that Mattel Elite figures have got a lot more articulation than the basics, just from looking at a couple of videos online. And I know that one of the other things Mattel have done is keep the figures in their height, so they've been made in the proper proportions. So if the Ultimate Warrior is bigger than Jim the Anvil Neidhart in real life, then his figure is going to be bigger than him too. And I like that. I think that's cool. Rather than just having all the figures the same size, I like it when things are in their proper scale. If there's one thing I couldn't stand as a kid, it's when I got my Matchbox toy cars out and they were the same size as my Matchbox lorries. And the aeroplanes, I mean, come on, what was the deal with the aeroplanes? They were only a little bit bigger than the cars. It was crazy. I couldn't even play with them together. So these are in the right scale. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this Anvil Neidhart, yeah, loads of articulation. We've got the articulation there. We've got good movement on the head. Arms got good movement. The legs have got more movement than in the basic figures because we've got the sideways movement, which we don't have in basics because they only move backwards and forwards. The basic probably looks cleaner because you don't have this split in the middle. So I think for standing on display, it's really cool. But if you want to get your figure in a decent pose, get some wrestling moves going, there's so much more I can see already that you can do with these elite figures. More articulation in the feet, more articulation in the legs, the twists, the bends. Wow, you can get some good poses going on here. Yeah, it looks a little bit awkward there, how I've posed him, but we could get it working well. It's a cool figure. Let's stand him up and try his shades on. Okay. If there's one thing I don't like, it's damaging figures, knocking figures over. But he's all right. They're quite sturdy, the paint job on these. Look at that Anvil. Now that looks like a really basic text, but that's very true to how he wore it. So the Hart Foundation were tag team champions twice. They were tag team champions in 1987, winning it from the British Bulldogs, and they were tag team champions again in 1990, picking up the win at SummerSlam 1990 from Demolition. Check that out. The World Wrestling World Tag Team Wrestling Champion. How beautiful is that? That is really cool. And this is the first belt that I've had as well. The first belt I've had. I want to put it over his shoulder because I like it when the figures or when the wrestlers have the belts over their shoulders. That looks cool. So let me just do the belt up. Like I said, it's first time having a belt, and I kind of expect it to be a little flimsy, and it's just not at all. It's really, really cool. Really cool. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't expect it to be flimsy for that price. If you're paying £22 for a figure, it better be a good figure. These shades are epic. If I thought the head sculpt looked a little bit odd before without the shades, even though I love his raised eyebrow and his goatee, with the shades, that is perfect. That is Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He is a wicked looking figure. Look at him just standing there bossing it. I'm going to move him right back though, because I don't want to knock him over while I get this Bret the Hitman Hart out. I've got to say, I did quite a good job on the box for Jim. To the point where it only tore that once. So I could have kept the box, really. There you go, got that side. Got the bottom. Just one bit of tape on this side. I think, yeah, that should be it. Bret the Hitman Hart, height 6 foot. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Signature moves, the sharpshooter. I think he's going to have a few more career highlights than Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Yeah, we've only got World Tag Team Champion for Jim, whereas Bret's been WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion, King of the Ring, and 2006 WWE Hall of Fame inductee. Good career for Bret the Hitman Hart. And I loved him as part of the Hart Foundation, and I loved him as a singles wrestler, to be honest, as well. Another of my favourite... Oh, that's done it now. That's torn it. Another of my favourite wrestlers of the era was Shawn Michaels. And it was good to see the two compete against each other, both in singles matches, but also in tag teams, because Bret was part of the Hart Foundation, clearly, and Shawn Michaels at the same time was part of a tag team called the Rockers with Marty Jannetty, and they were awesome. The Rockers were actually my favourite tag team when I started watching wrestling in the very late 80s, early 90s, because they were just immense. They had incredible aerial moves. They had the real bright clothes that I think kind of personified the whole era. I think the thing about wrestlers back then is they were kind of like, and I've heard wrestlers since talk about certain wrestlers like this, but they were kind of real life superheroes for us. You know, they, as a kid, you see these big tough guys standing around doing insane moves and that, wearing all these bright bold colours, and they were just like superheroes to us. That was like, wow, could we be like that? I don't think I ate enough greens for that as a kid. I think maybe I should have eaten more veg. Let's have a look. Let's get his sunglasses out. There's something I've noticed about the sunglasses, which is really cool. Let's get his belt done up. Bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Bret looks absolutely epic. I think it's got his hair slicked back really nicely. Bret always had really slick looking hair. I don't know if he put a lot of wax or something on it coming down into the ring. Might have even helped him when people tried to grab him, slip out of their holds, etc. There you go. On the back of his trunks it says Hitman, which is awesome. We've got good looking everything on that, and it's true to their actual outfits, so there are slight differences in what they wear. So Bret's got his hearts down the trousers. They've got slightly different boots. Bret had the star. Jim the Anvil had his anvil. Slightly different colouring on the boots as well. You can see they're all captured really well. We've got Bret's belt and Jim's belt. I can't quite see it on camera, I don't think, but Bret's looks to be not quite as yellowy as Jim's, or not quite as, yeah, I'd say yellowy. They're both epic, don't get me wrong, both epic. Let's get Jim stood up. Jim's foot is a little off. I don't know if that's just me. He stands actually a little awkwardly, to be honest. But never mind. Let's get Bret stood up. Jeez, I need to take some time out to pose these figures properly. I really do. Jim and Bret. Oh, I said that I noticed something. What did I notice? I noticed how cool those glasses are on Bret. Although he looks something like Riddick a little bit, because the glasses are quite prominent on Bret, more so than Jim, but that's because Bret's got his hair down the side clearly. What I noticed is that Mattel could quite easily have put the same sunglasses in, to be honest. It wouldn't have been accurate, because Bret wore different glasses to Jim. Jim had the fairly standard kind of sun visors, like biker style glasses. Bret here's got aviators, and he had sometimes heart-shaped glasses. Also the wraparound glasses as well, he would use at different points in his career. And I like the fact that they've got the different glasses. I think that is very cool. I actually think I'm going to put the belts around their waists, because I'm having trouble getting them to stay on any other way. So pop that round his waist. There we go. I'm going to pop his glasses up on his head. No, I'm going to pop them back on his face. And let's get Jim's and pop his round his waist too. I've actually got the belts the wrong way round, you know. Jim's slightly more round than Bret. Slightly. Just a bit more stocky. A different type of frame he had to Bret, but as a team, they worked really well. Now I think I could work on the posing of these figures a little better, but I've got to say, as my first elite, I'm really happy with these. So the articulation on them is clearly amazing. The fact that we've got the accessories of both sunglasses and belts is really cool. It says on the box, I'll have to be careful not to knock the figures over, that they are highly detailed action figures, and I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I think Mattel have made a really good job on these figures, a really good job. It's hard for me to even pick a favourite out of the two. I think I like them equally. I thought I'd be saying Bret, because in real life Bret I preferred as a wrestler, but in terms of these figures, yeah, 100%, they are both awesome. I love them. We've also got additional knee pads and shoulder pads on Bret as well. Two amazing figures, two truly amazing figures. Good job, Mattel. You absolutely rock. I am definitely gonna be getting more Mattel figures, and I'm happy with basics and elites. They are all good to me, and I think I'm just going to do my best to get a really decent collection of classic WWE wrestlers. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed... Oh my gosh, sorry Warrior. I hope you've enjoyed checking out the Hart Foundation with me. If you want to leave in a comment below to let me know what you think, please do so. If you want to see more videos of new toys and retro toys and collectibles and all sorts being opened on the channel and reviewed, then please feel free to subscribe. That would be amazing. And if there's anything in particular that you want to see me check out or review, or a figure that you think that I'd really like, please do just drop it in the comments below, and I will check it out on the channel. But yeah, thank you so much. Take it easy. Have a great day, everyone, and catch you soon. Bye.